Welcome back. You join Sir John Golf on the 10th tee of round 2 of the Korn Ferry Tour Q School Final here at TPC Boston. Sir John Golf is looking to qualify for the Korn Ferry Tour proper. To do that, he needs to finish within the top 50 at the end of this round of golf. He's currently at +5 through 9 and he's tied for 12. So let me know in the comments section if you think Sir John Golf will qualify for the Korn Ferry Tour proper at the end of this round. Now let's join Sir John Golf on the 10th tee. So the 10th is a 416 yard par 4.
A chance to go under par here if you can just keep the bogeys off the card.
Under par's a bit ambitious, he's +5 through 9. But that's a great drive. That's a great way to start the back 9.
Playing from around 110 yards out. 5 strokes
straight as an arrow. 109 yards to the pin. He's got a sand wedge out at the moment. Wind is left to right, 7 mile an hour. He'll have to take that into account. It's a bit slow. It's going to fall short off to the right. Still safely on the green, just short, just right. He's very happy with that though, and he should be really.
13 feet to the
Putt
cup.
for birdie. So it's a 13-foot putt uphill, slightly right to left and then left to right. Difficult to judge. He's thinking it's fairly straight. He's just taking a closer look for birdie. Can he start the back 9 with a birdie?
This one's online.
He's looking good. Oh, it's straight in the hole, slightly left to right, and it goes in. He started the back 9 with a birdie, and he's back down to +4.
He's currently tied for 8th.
He looked pretty happy with that birdie. He's now tied 8th, back in the top 10.
We find ourselves on a par 3 here.
And he's looks like he's going to cruise into the Korn Ferry Tour proper. So now we're on to the 11th. It's a par 3. It's a long par 3. Is that 237 yards? He's got the 3-wood out. Wind into face at 8 mile an hour. He's got to take that into account.
Going with a 3-wood here.
Just faded it slightly. It's off to the right, but it looks it's safely on the green. He's just playing it safe with that. Make sure you're on the green in 1 so that you've got a putt. You've got a chance for birdie. But look at the slope on this green. It's taking that ball miles away from the pin.
Well, it's
Eventually it
surface,
stops.
but that's about as much as you can say about it.
Slim chance for a birdie.
He does have a putt for birdie. It's pretty long. But his putting's been good so far. Massively right to left. And then it just flattens out towards the pin. So it's 54 foot to the pin. Uphill. Right to left. How's his putting today? Is it going to turn? It looks... Well, it's not going to turn enough, but... Distance was good, just a tad short. It didn't turn as much as he thought it was going to. But he's got a 2-foot putt for par. And he gets it. Comfortable par there. And he moves on to the 12th. He's now tied 6th, still at +4. So he's moving up the leaderboard all the time.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck. You'll need it.
So the 12th is a par 4, 497 yards. That's a very long par 4. Got the big stick out, slightly slow swing, so it's off to the right.
It's a fairway finder for sure.
But it's in the centre of the fairway. Not the longest drive you'll ever see, 268, but it was into wind. Still a massively long way to the hole. Remember, this is a par 4. So he's got the 3-wood out. Into wind. Green is 10 foot below where he is now.
Opting for the 3-wood.
Slightly fast. It's gone
That's
slightly
definitely
to the
left of the green.
left. But it looks pretty good. Will it find the green? Onto the left-hand side of the green and back off onto the fairway.
Unable to find the green on this one.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
He's walking at some pace to
This
that
would be a
green.
momentum
Caddy
saver
can
here,
hardly,
getting this up
can
and
barely
down.
keep up. So it's not a green in regulation, but he's gone up and down for par. How's his short game? He's got the lob wedge out. 15 yards to the pin. Green is left to right slightly, so he's taken that into account. Wind shouldn't have too much of an impact from this close. Very fast swing. Is he going to get there? Just not quite enough on it. Well, he doesn't look happy with that. The crowd are applauding, but he does not look happy
Has
at
this
all.
putt to save his par.
So it's a 7-foot putt to save par. Left to right.
Looks good.
His putting's been good so far.
That's
But he's
frustrating.
missed it. Just
Yeah, it's just
turns
about
a
3 feet
little
away.
bit more than he
They'll be happy to
thought.
get this in the hole.
And
This
that's
for
a drop
bogey.
shot. You got to say
Job done.
he
Let's
should
head to
really
the
have got
next.
par from there.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage.
And Sir John Golf is back to +5 through 12. Still top 10,
Teeing off here on
T9.
the 13th hole.
Par 4 back up the hill, 447
Unless something goes
yards.
horribly
This is an
wrong,
adventure
He
filled
should be
par 4.
qualifying for the Korn Ferry Tour proper after this round. He's on to the 13th. It's another par 4, 453 yards. They love these long par 4s here, don't they? He's got the driver out. The wind's helping this time. So this should be a massive drive. Just on the right-hand side of the fairway. Oh, nasty, nasty bounce.
That's not what they hoped for. I'm definite about that.
Definitely not what he hoped for, but it went 300
Not
yards.
the best tee shot,
He
but
went a
they
long
got lucky
way.
with this lie.
So he's still got 150 yards to the pin. Just in the rough there. He's got a 9-iron. 11-mile-an-hour wind
Go with
helping
the 9-iron,
out.
I
It's a
think.
slow swing. That's going to be way short. Oh no, that's bunker bound. Straight in the Lewis bunk. He's
Not quite finding the
devastated.
surface.
Absolutely
coming out of the rough,
devastated.
Missing the green
So
was
after
always
quite
in
a
the cards.
solid start to this back
And here
nine,
we are with the third
the
shot.
last few holes have just been very untidy. Let's see what he can do out of the bunker. Sand wedge splash shot. 39 yards to the pin. Looks like the green goes slightly left to right. No, that's not good at
Far from
all.
the green here, just in
That's
the greenside
absolutely
rough.
appalling, to be honest. Only just out of the bunker. So he's got a 30-yard chip this time from the rough. Let's hope he can do a little bit better than last time. That is better. That is much better. That's not bad at all from there.
This next putt.
Left himself a
It's for bogey.
6-foot putt for bogey. Right to left. Uphill. Just don't do what you did on the last hole, John.
Looks good off the blade.
And he
There
hasn't.
goes,
He's
and
judged
that's
it perfectly.
unfortunately
A nice
back-to-back
calm
birdies.
putt for bogey.
Making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
He looks furious. He didn't want to get his ball there.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
So John Golf down to +6 through 13. Outside the
Two
top
great
10
shots are
again.
required
T12.
here, because this hole is a long par.
Onto the 14th.
Fairway sweeps
It's
from
another
right to
long
left,
par
down the
4.
hill. Should you
470
find the
yards
fairway,
to the
you'll have a
pin.
decent look at finding the green in
Sort
two,
of a dog leg
but I gotta
right to
say, it is
left.
a
He's got the big
difficult
stick
par
out.
four, and you'd be
It's a
happy to
slow
walk away with
swing.
that score.
Doesn't even reach the fairway on the first bounce, but he got a kind bounce there, to be
Second
honest.
shot here
And
on
he's
the
in the middle
14th.
of the fairway. Just the 292 yards to go. So no chance of getting it on the green in 2. Just an appalling drive. So he's just going to lay up with a 5-wood. Into wind. It's a little bit better, that swing. I mean, it's safe. Middle of the fairway. It's
Nicely
safe.
done.
It steadies the ship. He doesn't look too happy. Little wave to the crowd.
Getting ready to play their third.
But he's got 70 yards. Up and down, 70-yard chip. So wind is right to left. Slightly into. He's got a sand wedge out. He's got to take a little bit off it. Let's see what he can do. Taking his time over this shot. It's a bit slow again. It's off
This
to the
one's heading
right.
towards the rough, I think.
Oh, he got very lucky there. It just
Yeah,
dribbles
wonderfully
onto
done.
the green. That could have
Was a
easily ended
great
up in the
putt, but if you
bunker.
make this,
So he's got a long putt to save par, but it is a putt for par. So 26 foot to the pin. Green is looking like it's sloping left to right. Slightly downhill. Is that enough? We'll find out. He's not. Oh, has he?
good. Well, that'll
He's only gone and done it. What a
shots are
putt
good.
that
We
was.
need to have another look.
It looked like he hadn't started it off far enough left. But right at the end there, it just went right to left and dropped. That is a precision putt, and it's well worth the replay. That putt really separates the wheat from the chaff. That's why he's in the Korn Ferry Tour Q School final. And that's a par.
Sitting at
A
6
messy
over for
par,
the
but
event.
it's a par. So he remains at +6 through 14. Still tied for 12.
Teeing off here
Looks like
at
he
the
should
15th hole.
comfortably
Par
qualify
four,
for the Korn Ferry
421
Tour.
yards, a seemingly
proper.
simple par 4.
But he can't be too complacent. On to the 15th. 427 yard par 4. Driver. Slight fade. That's lovely. Soft lemon fade. 280 yard carry. 308 yard total distance.
Downwind on this shot.
And he's got a nice little chip to get to the pin, to get to the green in regulation. So it's 119 yards. Wind 6 mile an hour helping him out. He's just got his gap wedge out. He's just looking to drop that short of the pin and let it roll on. It's looking pretty good. It's looking very good from here. Oh, it just stops. Just didn't roll on. It
Yeah,
just
you hit a beauty, didn't
stopped.
you? What's in front
That
of them,
was
Henny?
almost
Setting up this
perfect.
putt 25 feet from the cup.
But he has got a
What a
putt
great
for birdie.
opportunity
Can he get a
here for a
birdie
look at a
on the
birdie.
scorecard? 25 feet to the pin. Very downhill and very right to left. This is going to be difficult to judge. How is your putting, Sir John Golf? Good power control. It's just not turned enough. Didn't turn as much as he thought. He's gone
5 feet coming up.
5 yards, 5 foot, sorry, past the pin. So he's got a 5 foot putt for par. Left to right.
That's a good putt to make, that one.
And he makes it just on the left hand side of the cup and it drops. 2 pars in a row. It's steady golf now.
Trailing by 7 after that hole.
So I don't think he's going to be challenging Ken Taketa for the win,
Stepping up to the 16th tee now.
but he is
Watch out
tied
for the screen.
11th.
There's a large
It looks
shove on
like
the right-hand
top
side.
50 is pretty much
If
in
it's
the
up
bag,
there, good luck
unless
getting it close, and whatever
there's a
you
massive
do,
lake there,
don't
which
be
could
silly and hit it left in the water.
certainly
That's just a bad
throw
shot.
a cat amongst the pigeons. So it's a par 3, 187 yards, pin is on the back left of the green, wind is right to left.
Opting for the 5-iron.
Quite a nice
get a good bounce to the
iron
left.
shot, if I do say so myself. Just landing it on the right hand side of the green. Green slopes from right to left. And he's on the apron of the green. He looks pretty happy with that.
All right. Facing a little up and down here. To save
Not on the
par.
green, but a nice little up and down here for par. So he's just looking to chip this with his lob wedge and let the ball roll. Keep rolling towards that pin. It's a green is sloping downhill towards the pin right to left. Oh, that looks
That
beautiful.
looked good for a long
Oh,
time.
that is delightful. Just
I
misses
like
the
that.
pin to the left.
Always good when you've got hands
But that
like
is
that around the
perfectly
green.
judged. That is
Love
very well
watching this
judged.
player around the greens.
And that's an easy putt for
The
par.
leader now has a one-stroke advantage.
So he's at +6 through 16.
Teeing off here.
On to the
17th
17th.
Dog leg from right to left.
It's a
Second shot
383 yard
Lots of
par
bunkers
4
on this
dog
hole,
leg
but should you avoid 'em,
right to
find a
left.
sliver of a
He's
green,
got the
then
driver out.
birdie will be
9
on
mile
your
an
left.
hour wind into face. Looking to just draw this. Oh dear. It's a slow swing. He sliced it off to the right. It's safe, but it's nothing special. It's nothing spectacular.
Oh, well done.
Just
And Henny,
just
what's he looking
safe.
at
That's all
here?
you can say about
I
that.
think he's got around 135.
So it's 137 to the pin. Green is 9 foot below where he is now, so he's got to stop it short. Although wind into face, he's got to take that into account. It's which one wins out.
Chosen the
It's a
pitching
slow
wedge here.
swing anyway. It's off to the right.
Heading towards the rough, this one.
He wants a lucky bounce. He's got a very lucky bounce,
that
but
what
he's
they had in
still in
mind?
the rough.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that
Yeah,
shot.
shrug of the
Disappointing.
shoulders, shake of the head.
And here we are with the third
Doesn't
shot.
really know where that came from. So he needs an up and down for par. He's got his trusty lob wedge out. Looking to chip it and let the ball roll towards the pin again. Just like he did on the last green. It worked well then. That's not bad.
Oh, I thought
Not
that
as
one
good
was
as last
going in.
time. Looks like he's gone through the green actually.
And
Too
here we
much
are
on
with
it.
their fourth.
Landed it too close to the pin and just rolled through. Oh, that's
Wow, what a
disgraceful.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for
He's
par saves the
chipped
day.
it in for par. Who needs a putter when you're chipping like that? He doesn't look happy, but it goes in anyway. He didn't like the look of that chip, but it was heading straight for the pin as soon as he hit it. So tied 11 plus 6 onto the last.
Players will be thinking birdie. but
It's
six
a
and seven
518
will
yard
be
par
careful.
5. Let's end this round in style. Let's get on to the Korn Ferry Tour proper in style. But it's a slow swing. It's heading. It's flirting with the bunker. But he's just missed the bunker, just onto the edge of the fairway, onto the light rough. He's not happy, but it shouldn't be too bad
What
from
does that
there.
lie look like?
It's not on the fairway, but it's not bad. It's a good lie in the first cut.
So he can attack the green here if he feels like it. He's got the 5 hybrid out. 6 mile an hour wind helping. So if he lands it, if he aims just short of the green, the wind should help it onto the green. He's got to take the rough into account. That will take a little bit of distance off as well.
Looks like they've got the
A bit
firewood.
slow, a bit to the right. He was flirting with the last bunker, and he's actually in this bunker. He's managed to get in the bunker
Well, it looks
this
like
time.
They tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
A bit short with that effort.
Brave, bold, but ultimately failed. But his bunker play has been pretty good this round. Let's see what he can do from here. He's got his lob wedge out, looking for a little splash shot. Onto the green. Oh, that is a great shot, to be honest, from there. Unlucky it didn't roll on a little bit longer.
This putt for a final
But he's got a
score of
mid-putt,
75.
a mid-length putt for birdie. Can he end the round on a birdie? A little bit left to right. Uphill.
And with
That is
this,
delightful.
we'll finish the
He's
Q
very
School
happy with
final
that. A shake of the
Korn Ferry
fist.
Tour next season.
Ends the round on a birdie. +5 for the day.
Absolutely.
Where's he ended up
They have locked down their
overall?
Korn Ferry Tour card. Keep your eye on this player. They're going places.
So he's qualified for the Korn Ferry Tour proper. He's ended up T8. Ended in the top 10 of the Q School final. That is a great result for Sir John Golf. So he's qualified for the Korn Ferry Tour. Let's see how he performs in the Korn Ferry Tour in the next video. If you enjoyed watching Sir John Golf qualify for the Korn Ferry Tour proper, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.